Welcome. We're at the 104th Grey Cup Festival. I'm standing here with a gentleman who used to play for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Randy Fabi. Thank you so much for your time, Randy.
My pleasure.
You won the Grey Cup in 1988. I know you have a ring right there that you showed me. Take a quick look at that, everyone. Just that's amazing. I want to take you back to that game. What are some of the fondest memories you have?
I don't have too many fond memories other than winning the game. I was very sick that day. So it was a tough game to get through with a fever and an illness, but it was a great experience. We had a great group of guys. I think the most important thing on that day was that my family was there, and my dad played for the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the 60s, and he never got to win a Grey Cup. So it was really great that I could share that with him and my family.
As you were growing up, you take a look at that. What were some of your fondest memories you had from the Grey Cup way back then?
I think when you talk to any former football player, when we do alumni stuff, we never talk about who made this play on the field, or what your stats were, or who won or who lost. We just laugh about the stuff that went on in the locker room. Or the silly things that we did on road trips, and all the great friendships you had. We don't talk anything about the actual game itself. We just talk about all the things that we did together as a group.
We're now at 104 Grey Cups now. I know that back in the World War II, the military was the only one competing for the Grey Cup. As we're looking forward, what steps do you feel that the CFL should take to make sure that we're continuing tied in with the community and we're also able to grow the game?
I think they're doing a pretty good job. Everything about this league that I find is its accessibility. You have to get your community involved. The team has to be involved with the community. You have to identify with your players, and it's tough for a fan base to identify with a team that cycles in a lot of players. I know when I played, you were on a team for quite a while, and fans could identify with you, and they enjoyed that. They felt they had some ownership with those players. And, I still see, people walking around the concourse here with jerseys from my era of their favorite players. And I think the league really needs to concentrate on that. But it's a tough game. The turnover is very high, and it's a very competitive, and it's a very physical game. It's not a healthy game. So I think that's the main thing that they have to focus on is just more exposure for their star players, and get the community involved. Make everything accessible for the fans to come out and participate. Either watching a game, watching a practice, getting the players out into the community, into the schools. That's what you have to do.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.